So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Gives it back. Beckham. Up he goes! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So, a breakthrough already. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Eto'o. Messi threads one in. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard. That has been slung wide. Now it's Hullet. And it's Rijkaard. He's looking wide, and that's going right the way across. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And that certainly packed a punch. Shifted it to the flank. Indonesia are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And it's Neymar. Indonesia finding their passes. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Indonesia do keep hitting the wings early and often here. That's clearly their main supply route, Jim.
Yeah, and the whole team know it too, Peter. As soon as someone has it wide, the rest of them attack the box. The more targets you have in there, the better your chances.
Simple but effective.
Exactly.
And here's Neymar. Now it's Beckham. And that is expertly dealt with. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Now there's a fight. It's Ibrahimovic! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Looking to play him in. Well seen, saw that coming. Hit! Great football, shot and save.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, what a climb! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Played out wide. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And another try! It's a goal! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So is this the start of a comeback? That's good play. And this is Neymar. Caught offside that time. Alexander-Arnold. Vardiol. Now Van Dijk. Fernandes. Nico Williams. Spread it left. That's a super give and go. And he's in on goal. And the finish! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Makaleli. Beckham. That's Eto'o. And it's Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. And they've got a throw. Vardiol. Makaleli. And it's Fernandes. Fernandes. And it's half-time here.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Indonesia head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Camavinga. Oh, good spread. Nicely aimed pass to Messi. Back into the middle. And the pass is intercepted. Quality ball. Makaleli. That's been cut out, well played. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will...
Chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Tries to get it clear. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. And And here's Mbappe. Spread out to the left. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Shoots! Sensational from Vinicius Junior. A finish of true class. And the second half is off to a flyer. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is chance for a shot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Eto'o. Might be danger here. Makaleli. That's a nicely weighted pass. Alexander-Arnold is there and he can get that clear. Makaleli. And here's Neymar. Beckham with the big header! Goal! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect...
And he shoots! That comes as a mighty relief. Eto'o. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. That is good alertness. And it's Eto'o. He is through here!
That's good play from him.
Oh, it's come loose! And the shot! He's got a goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hullet. Oh, good take in a good area. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Strokes it back. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Eto. Number 8, Beckham. Number 18, Neymar. Number 3, Lilian Thuram. Number 15, Gullit.
Too close for comfort.
Number 5, Roberto Carlos. Number 23, Yamal. Number 22, Rivaldo. Number 17, Giuseppe Bergomi. Number 20, Jan Koller. Substitution in progress.
Koller. Makaleli. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He's got a... It's Roberto Carlos! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
It's their second corner of the game. Rivaldo! And that's a real chance missed. And he passes it long. And it's Makaleli. Roberto Carlos looking to run onto it. De Arrascaeta. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Ibrahimovic going face to... Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Oh, a very decent attempt. Indonesia have their third corner. He gets big, and he hits the net. And the lead is extended still further. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Indonesia blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. This looks promising. Koller! It's anyone's ball now. Well, that pass isn't the best.
6 added minutes
Makaleli
indicated.
has a shot! And that tested the keeper. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Goes for goal! And got to be quick to recover this. He's got tall. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? De Arrascaeta. De Arrascaeta stood his ground strongly. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Played back in. And this is Ibrahimovic. Great chance! And with that, the final whistle. Indonesia pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Ibrahimovic, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Indonesia definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
Somewhat off target.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's not got that quite right. And that's put paid to a promising move. Played out to the left flank. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good spread. And here's Beckham. And he's gone searching cross-field, and it's Eto'o. Swings in a header! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's picked it up out wide. Flings in across. And he's there to clear it. Quality ball. And it's Eto'o. Goes for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Eto'o actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That has been knocked clear. And this is Hullet. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, important interception. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That has been slung wide. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Rijkaard. Neymar. That's a sharp pass. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And he whips it in. Big header! This time, surely! He's scored! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Makaleli. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Ibrahimovic. Great ball, and he's in here. Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Robertson drives forward on the overlap.
Indonesia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well timed, excellent interception. Beckham is always looking to play quality balls. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Neymar. He is just caressing the ball. Costa Curta did just about enough to... He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Shot at goal! Off the post! Defending was strong and firm. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Indonesia are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we're off again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Fernando Torres has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Eto'o picks it up out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Threads one in. Eto'o gets into a good position. Oh, it's played into the area. Cleared without hesitation. Neymar engages and forces him off the ball.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
He's chosen to go back. He's in a good... Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Robertson. Indonesia are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And that could set him on his way. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that was nowhere near his best. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
The attendance for this match was 29,514.
Passing is crisp and sharp. No way through there.
Okayama really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Can he latch on to this? Neymar. He's looking wide. Eto'o providing an outlet on that flank. He's got tall. He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution on the field. Number
Indonesia
22,
have their second corner now.
Number 18, Robertson. Coming on the field, number 8, Gullit. Number 6.
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitution in progress.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. That has not gone well. Nedved, he's got away. Shot could be on. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Rivaldo, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And it's Rivaldo. Indonesia finding their passes. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
Okayama really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Ibrahimovic. A probing pass. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Nicely worked. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Indonesia still ahead by the game's only goal. Beckham. Beckham hurtling down that right flank. Collar. And this is Ibrahimovic. And that's an excellent interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's lifted it over. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Rivaldo demonstrating his defensive quality there. And he's going to have his name taken. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Van Nistelrooy. Number 20.
Conte.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Looking to play him in. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position.
Substitution.
And he's there to clear it. That's that, the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
And a quick
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
And with that, it's time for me. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off.
to
The excitement
match.
already palpable.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
And it's Rijkaard. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. It's a searching pass. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Ibrahimovic, looking for options for movement. And that has been cleared. Stood up well to him there. And here's Ibrahimovic. Bullet touches it back. There's the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Eto'o will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Stojkovic. That's going right the way across. Tries to play it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
Now it's Beckham. And it's Eto'o. Now it's Beckham. He has found the way through. And he shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack.
Oh, smashing header! They've done it! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Indonesia do look happy to keep things simple here, Jim. Hit the byline and get it in the box.
Well, they've certainly got the players for it, Peter. When you've got guys who can whip them in like that, you want to be giving it to them as much as you can.
Makaleli is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Might be danger here. Rijkaard. And this is Hullet. Conte.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Driving forward. Out to the left it goes. Now there's a fight. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Great defending, strong and determined. pull it. Now it's Beckham. Showing great feet there. That's a cute ball. Now it's Hullet. Decent chance! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
15,
Indonesia find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Rijkaard. Distributed tidily. Now it's Beckham. He's got away. Threads one in. And this is Neymar. Big header! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's become a case of men against boys. We expected better, and so did he. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now Case had a shot! He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting
3
scary.
minutes added time.
Indonesia are having a ball here. Now it's Wilshere. And he's there to make the challenge. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Hullet. There's the whistle for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Hello,
Indonesia
everybody, and
really
this
are
is a quick
in control
reminder to
here.
let you know
They've done
you'll be able
exactly
to
what
catch
they set out to
today's
do.
match
There's a
broadcast
genuine
live on
flow
your
about their
club's FM
football,
station.
and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Indonesia utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Eto'o going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Neymar. And this is Ibrahimovic. Eto'o. That's good play. Cannavaro gets it away. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Eto'o. Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Wilshere.
Indonesia have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's a key interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rijkaard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Keeper's got good distance on that. And he cuts out the supply. Stojkovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Eto'o. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stojkovic receives it in a good position here. Stojkovic ploughing through the middle. Deftly away. Spread it left. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision, Ooh, perfectly measured that. Neymar. Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Opts for safety. Beckenbauer. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Oh, super find. Oh, good take in a good area. Big chance! In he goes again. Neymar. Beckham. Now it's Beckham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hullet gets into some space. He's found a way through. In by Hullet. And it's claimed by the keeper. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's...
And Hullet! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So, tries a shot! It's in! 2-0, and in next to no time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Indonesia are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Hullet, driving through the middle. Beckham picks it up out wide. He gets big! Oh, it's gone in!
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Indonesia got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
There's the crossfield ball. And it's Eto'o. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Eto'o, and he's picked it up out wide. And he's there to get it away. Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Beckham. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. He is through here. Good chance here. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Eto'o is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And this is Beckham. And here's Beckham. Crosses in it. He's got tall. Oh, extraordinary.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And this is Beckham. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Thinks about the shot, shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Neymar, and that's been intercepted. Now it's Eto'o. Back into the middle. And they're back on the ball again.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Neymar. Beckham. And the first half is done. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Indonesia absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Indonesia 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9, el dorsal 13.
Here we go again then.
Sustituidos por el dorsal 99, el dorsal 20.
And it's Beckham. He has found the way through. Looking for the run. Beckham flashes it. Oh, what a climb! He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong.
Might want to be careful there.
Beckham. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Eto'o. Well timed, excellent interception. Ibrahimovic. Pedri. And the counter is on. Some resolute defending there. Makaleli is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta powering forward here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Ambitious ball here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Hazard. Hazard puts his foot on the gas. 3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Pedri. Hazard.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Eto'o. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Searching pass he's played there. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pullet proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this.
It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right. That has not gone well. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe! Well, that looks a decent ball. And they've got rid. Well, that pass isn't the best. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe! And that is expertly dealt with. Into the last quarter of an hour. And he's decided to go for it. Eto. Now, can they get him away? He's through here. Oh, he's got a side of goal. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Just cruising! They are cruising! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Indonesia are having a ball here. Makaleli. Thuram. Eto. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Makaleli is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Alexander-Arnold. He won't be happy with that one. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He's got plenty of space out wide here. The cross. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri. Hazard. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Neymar. Well, played right into his path. Look at the space here.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Beckenbauer. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Indonesia pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Pullet claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.